But if you close your eyes,
hello awesome people, welcome back to Software Inc. Last episode we made our first gaming titles. Well, we didn't make them yet, we are developing them still. We have an RPG game called The Rise of Decadence and a simulation game called Ambulance Simulator Code Blue. I asked you guys about leaving suggestions for the next two games that we are gonna make, which is gonna be, if we go in here, we're gonna make an adventure game, so leave a name for that, and a sports game, so leave a name for that if you have any cool suggestions. Otherwise, I'm gonna think of some names myself, and that usually doesn't go very well. So that's basically what we're doing right now. We're trying to get the games out, trying to do that. It's actually the first time in Software Inc. I'm making games, so I'm I'm not sure if it's gonna be very good quality since it's the first time, but I'm fairly confident that at least they're gonna sell. Since we actually had one mishap in our software creation process. We had one horrible audio tool, and you could call this a mishap because it didn't make any money. It isn't making profit, but this game engine is helping us making the games, and it was still a great piece of software. So I'm fairly certain that if we make some more game engines, we could get some better stuff happening. Maybe we can port this to something. You know what? Yes, port this to this one. That would help out. Maybe we can port this this to something else. No, not really. Maybe if we port that game engine, that's gonna help. That's gonna help us with some extra sales, and maybe it will also help us with the games. I don't know if the games need to be on the same operating system as the game engine. I don't really know. So we'll see that. And then the last thing I want to do is, once we have the games ready, once we have developed some games, I want to have an operating system, and we're gonna use the third floor of this building. We're gonna move all these servers and the temperature regulation. We're gonna move that up one floor, and this entire floor on this side and on this side is gonna be for the operating system, which we're gonna probably, just to make it a little bit easier. Well, it is gonna be a little bit harder in terms of managing things, but to make it easier to have people working on one side and on this side, we're probably gonna make two teams. Which are going to come in at the same time, but one team is going to use this area and the other team is going to use this area. And that way we can sort of restrict them to stay in their own building, so that if they go to the canteen, they will actually go to this canteen if they work in this building and not go all the way down here. So that's basically what I'm thinking. Get this this area up, make a lot of desks and other things for our teams, and then have two operating system teams working on the same project, working on an operating system for a computer. Which is basically, I think, the hardest operating system in the game to do. I think console is a little bit easier, and I think if we have a phone operating system? Yeah, we could also do a phone operating system, which is again a little bit easier, I think, than the console one. So we're going for that, and I think that if we have that operating system and it is a success, that is going to be the end of the series. Now that has multiple reasons. Let's actually make sure that we are playing the game a little bit faster. We are almost ready with realistic hair. We can make realistic hair. That's very cool. If we get it, though. But yeah, what I was saying is maybe at that point we should end the series at some point, because there's not much else to do than just making money. But you know, at this point, I'm fairly certain that we can make money all the time if we just, you know. In theory, I could just make project management tasks for every single thing, and then just, you know, sit back and watch the game go and make money for the rest of my life. That's basically it. I don't want to do that because that's, one, that's boring, and two, I want to make sure that at least the first products of a software chain, I want to do myself, like the games we're doing now. We did everything like that, so we made something manually first. And let's actually sort this out. Print job. Let's do some print jobs, shall we? We can do some print jobs. Let's no, not a 6 million one. Let's start small. Let's get this one in. But yeah, I think that we can actually, at that point, if we have the operating system and we're making money off it, the next step normally in the game I play would be to start producing a lot of software for that operating system and not really go to other operating systems if we don't have to really make that operating system a hit. But for now, I think that that should be a good ending to this series. One, because, yeah, there's not much else to do and we're making tons of money already. And two, because if I understand it correctly, then the dev is definitely working hard to get Alpha 11 out somewhere in the near future. And I think it would be a better idea to end the series on Alpha 10, have a little resting period, so have a sort of a mini-series of another game. And if you have any good suggestions for games for me to play, then make sure to leave them in the comments, of course. And then come back to Software Inc. and start a new company in Alpha 11 and just start over with some a new company, maybe some new ideas, maybe do things differently. So maybe not. Well, I do really like the fact that we have a dedicated design team, but that's things that we could change. We could go for a not a dedicated design team, but some designers in every team. We could go for a massive core team and then just support teams all around, like have a core team of like 40 guys working on all the big products, and then have a 2D team who works a little bit for the 2D editor just to help out the core team, and then have a 3D editor team that helps out a little bit in the 3D editing team, in the 3D editors, products. That would be an option too. Personally, I think that the way we have done it right now, with the different teams for different products, and the dedicated design team, I think that this works the best. Just because... Let's actually review this once. Just because... It is... how do I say it? It's the most specific, it's the most specialist. And if you let people specialize in certain things, then there's a good chance that... Is this ending? Yeah. There's a good chance that, they will be very good at that particular thing. And especially with the training too, if you want to train your team, then do it in the areas that they should be good at. So if you're making a 2D editor, make them good at 2D, not in audio. And this sounds very, logical, which it is. But, if you have a very big core team and you want to make all the different products with that, that means that actually, if you really want to do it well, every single one member of that team, like for instance, if you have 40 members in a team, while I'm talking, I'm gonna look at this. If you have 40 members of a team, that's not good, but it's fine. And this needs to develop a little bit more. But if you have 40 members in a team and you want to make an audio tool, all those guys need to be good at audio, and that's the thing. It's not specialist enough. I mean, smaller teams will have a bigger impact once they are specialized in a certain product. So that's my philosophy in this game, and I think it works like that in real life, I think. And the same goes for this game. I think that this game really captures real life events in that way really well, because it actually sort of mimics that. We have a good 2D editor, High Retro 2D free. It did cost us 1.3 million to make, and consumer reach of 1.8 million, but maybe we can port it to something. Let's actually see, can we port it to something? Yeah, we can, but not a useful system. So, okay, let's see. It's widespread. We do have nothing in stock because I changed that, so we have to order some copies. Let's order like 500,000 copies. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do the same thing as High Visual Studio 5. Once we hit 150,000 or less, we're gonna print copies. We're gonna make sure that, oh, whoops, I need to be over here for that to work. So High Retro 2D, let's do start printing. And we're gonna say a maximum of 150,000. So if it's below 150,000 in stock, then we are gonna print stuff to make sure that it gets to the right amount. Now we don't have to print that because we have 500,000 just ordered, so for now we don't really have to print that. So that means we have some space for another print job if we want to. This is not a very big one. We can, I think from the top of my head, we can do 560 boxes or something like that. 576,000, yeah. So this is like half of our capacity for 1 month, so we can easily do that. The only thing is that our couriers need to pick up that those things. That's the only thing. Basically, that is standing in our way. We have almost 50 million fans. Wow, that is quite a bit. That is quite a bit. Look at all the sports cars. Really cool. Let's actually more hosting. No, I like hosting jobs. Let's actually look at our benefits. That's managed staff. Let's start look at their benefits. Maybe we should give them a little bit of a higher pension. Let's give them 126. Why not? Let's give them full health insurance and full life insurance. Minimum raise. Let's do... Nah, let's keep it at that one. Severance pay. If we... Yeah, let's do 150. Why not? A product has been reviewed. We're going to take a look at it soon. No more... I don't like to up the vacation months. I mean, it makes people happier. I mean, they don't have to work at that point, but... or less... They have to work less at that point. But you're missing people on vacation is very annoying in this game. So, and this is all maxed out, so let's apply this. Let's give our employees what they deserve, because they have been doing a great job. Might be worth the price. I think it is worth the price. Hosting! For, ooh, that's another super reach. Is that another guy into the antivirus scene? So, where is super reach? Where is our subsidiaries? Super reach? No, we don't have a subsidiary in super reach. So if we... Actually, that's a good idea. Let's check the newest things here. So super reach is new on the market. They have made an outstanding antivirus. Well, we're gonna buy you, dude. You're gonna be part of our antivirus monopoly. Can we buy you up? No, we have to wait a little bit. May 1995, so we have to wait until June 1996 somewhere. It is like a year, but if you do it at the same month of that next year, it won't work. So it's like more or less a year and a month. So let's check Time Inc. Let's see what they do. Operating system, phone operating systems. Wow, you make lots of money, but we're not gonna buy some stuff out of you. Don't need to. You made a mediocre phone operating... Well, we don't care for that one. Macro Studios, you make audio tools, which you make... Whoa, that's a whopping profit out of one thing, but that's very good for you. CMSs, we don't really care about that. Oh, by the way, that's another thing why I wanted the business reputation up to the max. This also decides how many subsidiaries we have. The amount of stars is the amount of subsidiaries you can have. So we can have 6 subsidiaries. We already have 2. But if you have like 3 stars, then I could have 1 more subsidiary and that's it. And I know that I've not been using the subsidiaries as much in this game. But in my own time, I sometimes have like 4 or 5 subsidiaries just making things for me. And, you know, I chose the antivirus because it's an easy way of getting a monopoly in a certain software field. With subsidiaries, because it's only 2 you know, when you start the game. It's only 2 and it will be 2 for a long time. So that's a very... If I could give you one tip for buying subsidiaries or buying out companies, make subsidiaries out of the first 2 companies that you see are making antiviruses, because that's gonna make you lots of money. Just give them a few $1 million, buy them, give them a few $1 million, and they will make money for you. As you can see, I mean, we have Troshow worth 26 million, 6 studios worth 55 million. I think what I invested in these is both like 10 million. And we could just take them out and make like, in total, like 80 million bucks if we just buy them off right now. And we will get their antivirus software, so we can start selling that or making our own. So that's a very good tip, I would say. iGarden actually has a patent on something. They're making 3D editors. Yeah. Okay, so... Super Reach is going to be ours. It's a new phase in the antivirus field, so we're going to definitely take a look at them and see if we can maybe manage to grab them as a subsidiary. That would be fine to have for now. What are we printing? We're not really printing a lot, so we can probably take another printing deal. Let's do the lower ones first. Here you go. Print that. That would be fine enough. Now, this is starting to get a little bit better. 28 and 30, and the other one was the same, so 28 and 30. We are almost there actually, so let's do a review. And again, those numbers don't say that at that point it's perfect, because most of the time you need a little bit more than that. It's a 6, it's decent. The other one we don't have to do because we know it's not sufficient enough. Hosting! Let's do hosting. We actually have a lot of hosting jobs right now because they're still up there. Those hosting jobs will be there for quite some time if you have some good products, and that is actually helping out a lot for your company. So this is getting there. Do we have some cool releases soon? April 2000. Let's actually check if this is not... Yeah, there's about a month, about a year in between the releases. That's very good. That's what I wanted. So it's still, you know, set up that way. So April 2000 is the new release for the 2D editors. That's 5 years from now. Jeez, that's quite a long time. Maybe we should make the team a little bit bigger, because maybe we need more people. Well, I'm not sure. Let's just leave it like that. I mean, the 2D editors are good, and they aren't gonna make us as much money as the rest in the future. So, December 1996. That's in about a year. May 1996, that is a little bit closer, so that's very cool. And February 1998, we're gonna have our second game engine release. I hope that our audio tool will be better. Like I said, if it's another horrible audio tool, we're gonna fire that entire team, hire some guys manually, and start up our own audio tool, our new audio tool chain, or IP, or whatever you want to call it, and start making sure that we are gonna make. These are all my leaders, right? Yeah. So yeah, here you go. Get your raise. We have oh, we are over 5 million. Cool. What are we making? Ooh, 65 million already made of High Visual Studio 5. This is going very well. This is selling very well. This is starting to, you know, get down a little bit. Can we port it to something? I know I've been checking this a long time. December 1995. This is out right now. Let's start porting, because that operating system is a good one. It's a great one even, and it is going to grow. And it has a consumer reach of another 50,000, so that's pretty good. But besides that, it is going to help us out in the sense that this is going to grow. That's the thing. It's going to grow a lot. Do we want to maybe? Maybe we want our 3D editor on there. You know what? We want to port as many things as we can towards that operating system, because I don't want to trade for it. That was a misclick. Because the more software is on the operating system of ours, the better. Because not only it improves our consumer reach, but this operating system is just out, so it's fresh and new, and that means that not everyone is gonna have all their products ported to it or released to it, which means that if we have a lot of software over there and people are looking for like 2D editors, and the only 2D editor that is available is one of ours, then they're gonna buy ours. So that's just the way it works. I mean, yeah, that's just the way it works. So hopefully we can do that. Make sure that we can port these very, very fast. Let's actually start 0 active users for High Game Creator. Well, that is just splendid. We are porting it, so that's gonna work out fine. Maybe that's gonna get us some active users on High Game Engine. 92 active users, 15 active users. It's not the best. It's not the best. Hosting. Thank you. I like hosting. So let's leave it at that, and let's start doing a review, because this now hit the numbers. It's even slightly over the numbers that were recommended. So let's just check what it is right now. Well, you know what? Let's check this one too. We can easily do the outsourced reviews now. If you're, you know, making your first products, don't do that because it costs a lot of money. This is now a 6.3. Yeah, let's leave that going for a while. And this is now a 6.2. Yeah, leave that going for a while too. So probably next episode we're gonna release those games, and not this episode. Oh, we have some more research. Pause. What type of research do we have? We have all the 2D. Oh, we are actually making almost 1.5 million out of image compression. Ooh, that's a big royalty income. It is 12% royalties, so yeah. 3D editors, realistic hair, that's ours. just got it. Audio tool. This is the one, auto-tune. We are definitely going to research that. And the game engine, ooh, we actually are making money out of that. Ooh. And we actually made 4.7 million out of audio compression. Gee, oh, this is actually making us money this time. Most of the time research isn't making a lot of money, but at least not directly through royalties. Well, let's start doing this. And the research is going to be at level 3. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to set all these to level 5. So that if there needs to be something done for design, the designers will definitely jump on it. Because this has a time limit. You have to set time for developing stages and designing stages. So they need to, in that design stage, they need to work as much on that product as we can. And then go back to another product. So that's basically why I wanted to do that. So if they have to design something now, they will work on this a lot more than they would work on the research. And normally we would have this at like a 1. So, but for now I want to do this because our audio tool needs to improve. Our audio tool needs to be better. Wow, this is kind of foggy. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's just take a look at our design team working hard. Or hardly working, eh? Bad jokes, I know. It's not going very fast. It's not improving very fast. But, you know, it's improving fast enough. This is, however, oh, this might be the first time the design will be done earlier than actually the code. Well, that's a first. But that is going to be something for the next episode. Because this is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave some suggestions for the names for the new games. We are going to make an adventure and a sports game, so make sure to leave names for that. Otherwise, I will come up with some stupid names myself, probably. So, oh, we have some new deals. Before we end the episode, let's check that out. Any hosting deals? No hosting deals. Okay, so that is going to be it. Don't get distracted by the screen. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys liked the episode. If you liked it, then please leave a like and or a comment. And if you haven't, then please consider subscribing to the channel to not miss out on a single episode and to help the channel grow. As always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for watching.